Welcome to Legends in History. I am Justin. I am a drummer and I'm going to be presenting you. Yes, you the person that is watching right now, and I hope you're going to be watching more upcoming videos, the series Legends in History. In today's episode, which is the second one of Legends in History, we're going to be going over Ed Sheeran's achievements, life, awards, and overall career.
You give me life and a loss of oxygen.
Edward Christopher Sheeran is an English singer-songwriter. Born in Halifax, West Yorkshire, and raised in Framlingham, Suffolk, he began writing songs around the age of 11. In early 2011, Ed Sheeran independently released the extended play No. 5 collaborations project. He signed with Asylum Records the same year. His early childhood home was on Birchcliff Road in nearby Hebden Bridge. His father was a curator at Cartwright Hall in Bradford, and his mother worked at Manchester City Art Gallery. In December 1995, he moved with his family from Hebden Bridge to Framlingham in Suffolk. He has an older brother named Matthew who works as a composer. Ed Sheeran sang at a local church choir at the age of 4, learned how to play the guitar at the age of 11, and began writing songs while at Thomas Mills High School in Framlingham. He also played the cello when he was younger. A 2004 school report described him as a natural performer, and his classmates also voted him as most likely to be famous. He was accepted at the National Youth Theatre in London as a teenager. He successfully auditioned for the Music Theatre UK in 2007 and joined their production of Frankenstein, a new musical in Plymouth. He is a patron of Youth Music Theatre UK and of Access to Music, where he studied artist development. Ed Sheeran is the second cousin of Northern Irish broadcaster Gordon Burns, who hosted the British game show The Krypton Factor. Ed Sheeran's debut album, Plus, was released in September 2011 and topped the UK albums chart. It contained his first hit single, The A-Team. In 2012, Ed Sheeran won the Brit Awards for Best British Male Solo Artist and British Breakthrough Act. Ed Sheeran's second studio album, Multiply, topped charts around the world upon its release in June 2014. In the same year, Multiply won Album of the Year at the 2015 Brit Awards, and he received the Arvel Novello Award for Songwriter of the Year from the British Academy of Songwriters, Composers and Authors. A single from Multiply, Thinking Out Loud, earned him the 2016 Grammy Awards for Song of the Year and Best Pop Solo Performance. Ed Sheeran's third album, Divide, was released in March 2017 and was the best-selling album worldwide of 2017. The first two singles from the album, Shape of You and Castle on the Hill, broke records in a number of countries by debuting in the top 2 positions of the charts. He also became the first artist to have 2 songs to debut in the US top 10 in the same week. By March 2017, Ed Sheeran had accumulated 10 top 10 singles from Divide on the UK singles chart, breaking the record for most top 10 UK singles from one album. His fourth single from Divide, Perfect, reached number 1 in the US, Australia, and the UK, where it became the Christmas number 1 in 2017. Released in 2019, his fourth overall and first collaborative album, No. 6 Collaborations Project, debuted at number 1 in most major markets and spawned 3 UK number 1 singles, I Don't Care, Beautiful People, and Take Me Back to London. His fifth studio album, Equals, topped the charts in most major markets in 2021. His sixth album, Subtract, was released on 5th of May 2023, while his seventh album, Autumn Variations, was released on 29th of September 2023 under his own record label, Gingerbread Man Records. Ed Sheeran has sold more than 150 million records worldwide, making him one of the world's best-selling music artists. He has 101 million RIAA certified units in the US, and 2 of his albums are in the list of the best-selling albums in the UK chart history. As of April 2022, he is the most followed artist on Spotify. On 26th of April 2011, Ed Sheeran appeared on the BBC Music Show, later with Jules Holland, where he performed his debut single, The A-Team. 6 weeks later, The A-Team was released as a digital download in the UK. The release served as the lead single from Ed Sheeran's debut studio album, Plus. The A-Team entered the UK singles chart at number 3, selling over 58,000 copies in the first week. It was the best-selling debut single and the overall 8th best-selling single of 2011, selling 801,000 copies. The lead single also became a top 10 hit in Australia, Germany, Ireland, Japan, Luxembourg, New Zealand, Norway, and the Netherlands. Ed Sheeran released Plus on 12 of November 2011. The album received generally favorable reviews from music critics and debuted at number 1 in the UK albums chart for sales of 102,000 copies. By the end of 2011, sales of the album in the UK stand at 791,000. It became the second best-selling debut album and the 9th best-selling album there. The album has been certified platinum 6 times by the British phonographic industry, generating shipments of 1.8 million copies. The song Moments on the debut album by boy band One Direction, released in November 2011, was co-written by Ed Sheeran. At the 2012 Brit Awards on 21st of February, Ed Sheeran won the Brit Awards for Best British Male Solo Artist and British Breakthrough Act of the Year. The song Give Me Love was featured in the episode Dangerous License of Vampire Diaries. At the Ivor Novello Awards in May 2012, Ed Sheeran's The A-Team bested Adele's Rolling in the Deep and Florence and the Machine's Shake It Out for Best Song musically and lyrically. Ed Sheeran performed The A-Team at the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II concert held on the Mall outside of Buckingham Palace on 4th of June 2012. Taylor Swift contacted Ed Sheeran after hearing his music while touring in Australia in March 2012. He later co-wrote and provided vocals for Everything Has Changed, a single featured on Taylor's 4th studio album, Red. In late 2012 and early 2013, Ed headlined the US tour of 6,000 to 9,000 capacity venues. The A-Team received a nomination for Song of the Year at the 2013 Grammy Awards. Elton John, who runs Ed Sheeran's management company, canvassed the award organizers to get Ed Sheeran a performance slot at the ceremony, but was told that Ed Sheeran alone was not high profile enough, so Elton John decided to appear with Ed Sheeran to circumvent this problem. From March to September 2013, Ed Sheeran played at arenas and stadiums across North America as the opening act for Taylor Swift's The Red Tour. In October 2013, Ed Sheeran headlined 3 sold-out shows at New York's Madison Square Garden. At the concert, Ed Sheeran debuted new songs, including Tenerife Sea, a feature track on his 2nd studio album. Ed Sheeran released Icy Fire on 5th of November 2013. The song is featured in the end credits of the film The Hobby, The Desolation of Smog, the film's soundtrack. On 24th of March 2014, Ed Sheeran performed at the Teenage Cancer Trust charity concert at Royal Albert Hall in London, where he unveiled Take It Back, a track that would appear on the deluxe version of the 2nd album. Sing, the lead single, was released on 7th of April 2014. One, an acoustic ballad, was released on 16th of May 2014. One also marked the first of several promotional singles released leading to the album release. By early June 2014, Sing had earned Sheeran his first #1 single in the UK. Multiply was nominated for Album of the Year at the 57th Grammy Awards. On 25th of February 2015, Ed Sheeran won British Male Solo Artist and British Album of the Year from Multiply at the 2015 Brit Awards. On 21st of May, he received the Ivor Novello Award for Songwriter of the Year. On 27th of June 2015, Ed Sheeran performed as the opening act for the Rolling Stones in their Zip Code tour in Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. In 2015, Ed Sheeran wrote Love Yourself for Justin Bieber's 4th album. Ed Sheeran had initially planned to put the song on his 3rd album, Divide, and added that the track would have been scrapped before Bieber took the song. On 26th of September, Ed Sheeran performed at the 2015 Global Citizen Festival in Central Park's Great Lawn in New York, an event organized by Coldplay lead singer Chris Martin that advocates an end to extreme global poverty. Ed Sheeran headlined the festival along with Beyoncé, Cold Pearl, and Pearl Jam. The festival was broadcast on NBC in the US on 27th of February and the BBC in the UK on 28th of September. Ed Sheeran co-hosted the 2015 MTV Europe Music Awards on 25th of October in Milan, which is in Italy. He won awards for Best Live Act and Best Live Stage. On 13th of December 2016, after a year-long hiatus and social media break, Ed Sheeran tweeted a picture and changed his Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to a light blue, implying the release of a new album. And by the way, each of Ed Sheeran's previous albums were a single color background with a solid mathematical symbol. As you guys know, divide, multiply, plus, equal, subtract. Nice. On 2nd of January 2017, he posted a 10-second video on Twitter and other social media platforms, revealing the tracklist and cover art of his fourth studio album, Divide, which was released on 3rd of March 2017. The album debuted at number 1 in the UK, the US, Germany, Australia, Canada, and other major markets. With first week sales of 672,000, it is the fastest selling album by a male solo artist in the UK, and third fastest in UK chart history, behind 25 by Adele and Be Here Now by Oasis. It had the biggest first week sales of 2017 in the US until it was surpassed by Taylor Swift's Reputation. On 6th of January 2017, Ed Sheeran released 2 singles, Shape of You, Castle on the Hill. The theme of the latter single, Ed Sheeran's upbringing in his hometown of Framlingham in Suffolk, with the castle referring to Framlingham Castle. Following the release of these singles, Ed Sheeran co-hosted the BBC Radio 1 breakfast show with Cotton Mills, where it was implied that he would possibly make an appearance at the Glastonbury Festival in 2017. On 13th of February, Shape of You and Castle on the Hill entered the UK singles chart at number 1 and number 2, the first time in history an artist has taken the top 2 UK chart positions with new songs. On 3rd of January 2018, Shape of You was named the best-selling single of 2017 in the UK and the best-selling single of 2017 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the US. The same day, Divide was named the best-selling album of 2017 in the UK and the US. At the 2018 Brit Awards held at the O2 Arena in London on 21st of February, Ed Sheeran performed Supermarket Flowers and received the Global Success Award from Elton John and Rolling Stones guitarist Ronnie Wood. Ed Sheeran played to over 950,000 people in Australia and New Zealand in March and April, making it the biggest concert tour in Australasian music history, overtaking the previous record set by Dire Straits in 1986. On 10th of May 2019, Ed Sheeran released the single I Don't Care, a duet with Justin Bieber from his fourth studio album, Number 6 Collaborations project. On Spotify, I Don't Care debuted with 10.977 million daily global streams, breaking the platform's single-day streaming record. The song debuted at number 1 in the UK, Australia, and other markets, and number 2 in the US. On 5th of July 2019, Ed Sheeran released 2 new songs, Best Part of Me featuring Giba and Blow with Bruno Mars and Chris Stapleton. On 12th of July, he released the album along with Antisocial with Travis Scott. On 25th of June 2021, Ed Sheeran released Bad Habits, the lead single from his upcoming 5th studio album. His 10th UK's number 1 single, the song spent 11 consecutive weeks at the top of the UK singles chart and Irish singles chart. On 29th of November 2021, Ed Sheeran and Elton John released Merry Christmas, a duet single for charity. Inspired by a scene from the 2003 romantic comedy film Love Actually, the song's music video sees the duo pay homage to scenes from past British Christmas hits, including Last Christmas, Walking in the Air, Merry Christmas Everyone, and Stay Another Day. On 11th of February 2022, Ed Sheeran released a duet version of The Joker and the Queen, featuring Taylor Swift. On 4th of March, he featured in Bam Bam, collaborating for the second time with Camila Cabello. On 1st of March 2023, Ed Sheeran officially announced on all social media platforms that his 6th studio album, Subtract, would be released on 5th of May 2023. Ed Sheeran released the album's lead single, Eyes Closed, with its accompanying music video on 24th of March 2023. Both was released as the second single off the record on 21st of April 2023. The third single, Life Goes On, was released on 5th of May 2023. In August 2023, Ed Sheeran announced his second album of the year, Autumn Variations, released on 29th of September 2023. It is his first studio album for which he owns the copyright and also his first to be released through Gingerbread Man Records. Ed Sheeran's musical style has been described as pop, folk pop, and soft rock. Ed Sheeran also incorporates rap into his music. His earliest memories include listening to the records of Johnny Mitchell, Bob Dylan, and Elton John's greatest hits. According to Ed Sheeran, the album that introduced him to music was Van Morrison's Irish Heartbeat. During his childhood, his father took him to live concerts that would inspire his musical creations. These included seeing Eric Clapton at the Royal Albert Hall and Paul McCartney in Birmingham and Bob Dylan. On the influence of Clapton, Ed Sheeran states he is the reason I started playing guitar. He singled out Eric Clapton's performance at the party at the Palace in the grounds of Buckingham Palace. Ed said, I was 11 when I saw Eric Clapton play at Queen's Golden Jubilee concert in June 2002. I remember him walking on the stage with his rainbow-colored Stratocaster and playing that first riff of Layla. I was hooked. 2 days later, I bought a black Stratocaster copy for £30 that came with an AMP. All I did for the next month was try to play that Layla riff. Ed Sheeran also has cited the Beatles, Ms. Lopi, and Eminem as his biggest musical influences. He is also a fan of heavier music and cites bands such as Cradle of Filth, Slipknot, Korn, Marilyn Manson, and Bring Me the Horizon as other influences. According to Ed Sheeran, he had a stutter in his speech when he was younger, and he credited rapping along to Eminem's The Marshall Mathers LP for helping him stammer less. Ed Sheeran made his acting debut in 2014, a cameo role as himself on the New Zealand soap opera Shortland Street, filmed while he was in the country for a one-off performance. In May 2015, he appeared as himself and performed on a live episode of the NBC sitcom Undateable. Later that year, while in Australia, he recorded scenes for the soap Home and Away as a character based on himself. After recording a cover version of Foy Vance's Make It Rain for Sons of Anarchy, Ed Sheeran was cast by creator Kurt Sutter to play Sir Cormac in the medieval drama The Bastard Executioner on FX. He also appeared as himself in the 2016 film Bridget Jones's Baby in a scene where Bridget Jones, played by Renée Zellweger, encounters a singer at the Glastonbury Festival. In July 2017, Ed Sheeran appeared in a scene on Game of Thrones opposite Maisie Williams, who plays Arya Stark. David Benioff explained that since Williams was a big fan of the singer, they wanted to have Ed Sheeran appear on the show to surprise Williams, and that they had tried to get him on for years. It received a mix of positive and very negative news. One standout collaboration that fans are sure to cherish is the re-recording of the global hit Let Her Go, featuring a final collaboration with Ed Sheeran's longtime friend and tour mate Mike Rosenberg, better known as Passenger.
See you when you close your eyes.